Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Tech Opinion. This video about introduction to Arduino Uno R3 board. At first we are going to see the physical overview of Arduino board. So here we can power the Arduino board with 12 volt external power adapter. The external power adapter can power the Arduino board with the help of this barrel jack. So this is the jack used to feed the 12 volt to the Arduino board. So this 12 volt is fed to the microcontroller with the help of this onboard regulator. Yes, this controller can only understand 5 volt supply. So this 12 volt is converted into 5 volt. And one more thing is here we are using a Atmega 328P or 168P as microcontroller unit. Yes, 16 MHz onboard oscillator used here to produce the machine cycle. This USB A to B or USB power adapter or USB 2.0 power socket is used to dump our Arduino program to the Arduino board by means of serial communication. Without external power adapter supply, we can power the Arduino board with the help of this USB A to B converter. We can reset the Arduino program in two methods. First method is by pressing this reset button, we can bring the program counter's address to the initial position. And the second method is by giving the logic 1 input to the reset pin that will be discussed in the later. Next is ICSP, in-circuit serial programmer. So in every Arduino board we can see two onboard ICSPs are there. So that means this board will act as a master. Another two Arduino boards will act as slave. That means the slave boards will receive from this master board and works accordingly. And the next we are going to see about digital pins of Arduino board. So totally 14 GPIO pins are used for digital operations. So this is start from D0 to D13. These two capacitors are additionally used with this 16 MHz onboard oscillator to make the proper square wave as a machine cycle. All the operation in a microcontroller are synchronized with this machine cycle. So we have to ensure the proper shape of a machine cycle by using this capacitor. This one is power indication LED and next one is inbuilt LED which is connected with the D13 pin. Yes, this LED is a programmable one. So we can make the LED glow with the help of program only. These two LEDs are used to indicate the serial communication process. So these two LEDs are internally connected with these digital D0 and D1 pins. Two LEDs are used to indicate the serial data transmission and reception. When the data comes to the microcontroller, the receiver LED will glow, and when the data transmitted from the microcontroller, the transmitter LED will glow. And the next we are going to see about analog and power pins of Arduino board. So here we can see 6 pins are allocated for power pins. So here we can see it is started from V in. That means we can give the external 5 volt input to the microcontroller through this V in pin. And the next two pins are ground pins. Whenever we are using external power supply or sensor module or Arduino add-on board, that board's ground should be connected with this ground pin. If the module or add-on board's ground should be connected with this Arduino ground pin, otherwise the module or board will not work properly. And the next pin is 5 volt pin. We can use this 5 volt pin from the Arduino board for external use. And the next is a 3.3 volt pin. This is also used for external usage. And the next one is a reset pin. Already I told you we can reset the Arduino board in two ways. Already we have seen the first method, and the second method is by giving logic 1 input to this reset pin. We can reset the program counter to the initial position. We can say the reset button is a hardware reset and this reset pin is software reset. By giving the logic 1 from the program, we can reset the entire Arduino board to initial conditions. And the next we are going to see about digital pins of Arduino board. So totally we have 14 pins allocated for digital operations. It starts from D0 to D13. Already I told you D0 and D1 is allocated for serial communication. and the rest of the 12 pins can be programmed. The 12 digital pins are not only for a digital operation, it is also has a dual roles. Yes, of course, the pin number 3, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. These 6 pins can be used for analog write also. So already we know that for analog operation, we need the technique called pulse width modulation, PWM. So in the figure, we can see a approximate mark on these 6 pins. Digital pin D2 and D3 also can be used for interrupt operation. So pin number 2 is INT0 and pin number 3 is INT1. You can see such things in your data sheet. Pin number D2 and D3 called as hardware interrupt, and pin number 9 and 10 called as software interrupt. So we can make these 2 pins as interrupt services by using the program. Pin number 2, 3, 5, 6 and 9, 10 can also used for serial communication, but this is called as software serial communication. And moreover, already I told you, pin number 3, 5, 6, 10, 11, 9. These 6 pins are used for analog write operation. For analog operation, the microcontroller need the circuit called ADC and DAC. That means digital to analog conversion. So each analog write pins are in 8-bit resolution. That means 2 power 8. Totally 512 bits will be there. If an analog write pin gives 1 bit as output, that means the Arduino board sends 9 millivolt to the output circuit. This can be done by a mathematical function. That means an analog write pin can give maximum of 5 volt. So this 5 volt is divided into 512 bits. Totally, a single bit can give 9 millivolt output in the output side. At last, we can see ARF pin in the Arduino board. This ARF pin is nothing but Arduino reference. So this Arduino reference pin is used to set the maximum analog voltage level, which is used to refer the microcontroller as a maximum analog write voltage. With the help of digital pins, we can interface the input devices like momentary and latch switches, and output devices like LCD panel and relay can be interfaced with these digital output pins. At last, we are going to see the analog input pins in Arduino board. So totally we have 6 pins allocated for Arduino read operation. So the pins are from A0 to A6. So this pin only meant for analog read operation. It can't be used for dual role. A analog to digital converter is used for read the analog values to the microcontroller. That means each pin can be operated in 10-bit resolution. That means one division read from the microcontroller can send the 5 millivolt to the Arduino board. Yes friends, this is the video about introduction to Arduino board. So thanks for watching this video, and your comments are most welcome. Write your suggestions, and if you want any new technical videos, just put it on the comment box below. Thanks for watching. Thank you.